Hello, this is a demo of how to build models for connector pins and differential links. Part 3, building and actually tuning 3D electromagnetic models in Symbior THZ software. So last time in the last demo, we designed cross section with optimal nearly 100 ohm differential impedance for just to start design of the pads for connector pins. And we described also pads and pins sitting on top with ports. And actually, I did one mistake over there. I wrongly assigned port reference side to or signal side to virtual to top virtual reference. So, and that was fixed with swap signal and reference, and now reference is properly defined. We can see it, okay, right here. The reference side is highlighted in white. It should be on the virtual reference plane. If they flipped, optimization still works, but and everything works except the phase of the differential signal is going to be wrong, but magnitude is the same. So the next step is to tune it, and I just copy this design, paste it, pins, cuts, cuts, okay, and define cutouts as a rectangular object, and rectangle into this plane 1 void x-axis from like 0 to 60, and y we have center of y at location of 20, and size the first cut was about 80. Okay, top. I switch to editing mode, highlight this rectangle and adjust how I need it, like this, and right here some location. So this is the first cut. Second cut, and I Ctrl C, Ctrl V, highlight it, and simply change the size to 60, the second cut, and in plane, in the next plane, which is in this case is switch off the editor with switch to default new SD, and this is the structure. So doing this huge cutout below the parts is not really good idea in general. So to alleviate it, I can use a small piece of trace in layer signal 1. Trace with size like 5 millimeter, 5 mil. Well, I needed to define either switch to editing mode like E, or let's just delete it and start over. Gain signal 1, 5 mil. Right here, this side, and hit escape. Oh, hit escape. Remove this third axis. This is how you remove if you wrongly by mistake put one more vertex more than needed, and put the y coordinate to 20 again to keep symmetry. That's it. This is trace. It should connect layer plane 1 again with 3D view. We quickly basically discovered what is the problem. Plane 1 now it's correct. So it provides additional paths for the current through for each pod and pin. Ready for the analysis, highlighted, run the analysis on distributed computing network, maybe run locally. Add to the graph 2, and data source, and pins with cutouts. So the first 2 points are simulated, so we already see that reflection is considerably lower than in case without cutouts. Let's wait till it finishes and then simulate this again with grounding or reference pods and pins. Okay, simulation is done. It took 13 minutes to 12 minutes to finish the analysis, and the reflection is below -10 dB all the way up to 20 gigahertz, so acceptable, maybe consider it acceptable. Now we add, it can be further tuned if necessary, but in this case it's not necessary. You can basically copy paste it, adjust in the editor all those sizes, dimensions, or even run optimization. So if you bring this rectangular object into SciTune, it will become it is parameterized width, height. You can run parametric analysis, but common sense should be applied always, so we cannot make it much wider. In fact, I would make it even smaller, maybe, and the bottom cutout can be made really wider without any problem. So now the final step is to unite, to put some reference pods and pins around and to build final model. To do this, I create composite object empty, call it pin, or ref pin. Next, and copy a few objects in there. For instance, what will I need? I'll need this probably pod, this one, Control C, Control V. I need pin, Control C, Control V. I need pin up on this area, Control C, again Control V. So now I've got this object, new object in here, and I can edit it. Just use arrow, start moving it sideways, and this is our pin. The exact position of reference pin can be set in a SciTune, for instance. I bring this simulation, bring this ref pin, and exact position should be y, this is y coordinate, about -40, or exactly -40 in this case. Enter, and you can see the pin moved in there. So switch editing mode. This is it should be short-circuited here and short-circuited here. Let's just complete it and switch to editing mode again. Add single object cuboid. This is from top virtual plane to pins up, short-circuited with a virtual reference plane. Control drag and drop, shift drag and drop, draw it. And this side was a little bit off. This side is a little bit off. So now, and we need to put V here. Again, I use add single object cylindroid and put it between signal 1 and plane 1, diameter like 8 mil, and carefully put it in the middle, maybe 10 mil diameter. We can change it right here. Okay, E, D. Now we have it short-circuited. Now to construct second reference pin, it's much easier. I copy it, paste it at the composite geometry. Remove this from here and bring this pin here. And y coordinates should be this is 0 coordinate center, this is minus 40, 40, 80, should be 80. 80. Enter. And we got it at the position 80. So we don't need a side tune anymore. I close it. Turn off the mesh. So this is construction. Check the symmetry. I use F6 to build the model. Z plane reflection symmetry. So everything is maintained. Ready for simulation. Highlight it. Run the analysis. And we'll add it into this graph too. Data source. This is going to be cutouts 1. This one. Elements on 1 and 2, 1. So 3 points simulated, and we can see that this, as expected, didn't change much. Will not change. So that just 3 points are on the same curve as expected. So this is important for the common mode. So we are looking at the differential mode, and differential mode behavior didn't change. So, but we have complete model with the common mode, so we need to do something like this. So let's just wait till it finishes and wrap up. Okay, simulation is done. Took 18 minutes, and I just noticed that I use only one computer to do the simulations. So that's why it took 3 times longer as expected. Also, I use Symbior Explore license, and when you run a number of computers, you have to have also sufficient number of computer agents authorized for running. Typically, one license provides just possibility to run just 2 agents. So what we did here is constructed a model. This model now can be used for complete channel analysis, and also we don't see any difference in differential reflection if you look at differential or common mode reflection, for instance, and I just add elements, element. For instance, right here I use delete and use 3, elements 3, 3. You'll see difference between this and right here the same thing. Add elements 3, 3. Well, a little bit of difference in behavior of common mode, not much. So well, this is the end of this demo. To learn further, visit Symbian.com or download Symbior and try to build your and optimize your connector footprint model. Thank you.